Kendra, Namaste. My name is Sayyam Jain. Welcome to my channel. Today we are going to start the placement series, the problem solving series, and this is the first question that we are going to solve today. This is from the topic array. We'll be starting with array and then we'll be going to till then dynamic problem and we'll be solving 200 questions. So this question has been asked in Microsoft and the difficulty level for this question is easy. This question was also asked to me in the MTech interview for ISI Calcutta. Here, instead of third, the question was second. So find the third largest element in an array of distinct elements. So you can see this is the array, and here the third largest element is 5. We need to find the solution for it. So how can we find the third largest element in an array which contains distinct elements? That means the number won't be repeated in the array. The first we will be discussing the brute force approach, the intuition for the solution, and then we will be going towards the optimal solution. I will be giving the pseudocode of the optimal solution and I will be expecting you to try it yourself, to code it yourself, and then come back to my video where I will be explaining and going through the code walkthrough. I will be submitting my solution in the platform, either it's LeetCode or GFG, wherever the question I picked from. And we'll be discussing the time complexity and the space complexity as well. So the first approach that comes to our mind is, why shouldn't we sort these elements and get the third largest element, right? So yes, if we sort this array, it would be, if we sort it in an ascending order, it would be 2, 3, 5, 7, 9. And we will return the third element from the back of the array. So if the array contains n elements, this would be the n minus third element. We will return the a of n minus 3 after sorting this array, right? But is this an optimal solution? No. The time complexity of this sorting algorithm is order of n log n. So this is not an optimal solution. The space complexity is the order of 1 if we are not taking a new array. But can this be solved in a better time complexity? Yes. We know how to find the maximum element in an array, the largest element in an array. We take a max variable and assign it to the list value, the minimum integer value say, and then we compare, traverse this array and compare it with all the elements in the array. If the size of the element is, if the value of the element is greater than the max, then we assign max to that value. So in this way, we can find the largest element in array. So can we use the same logic to find the third largest element in array? If we have 3 variables, max, second max, third max, we traverse the array, and if we see the element is greater than the max, we will assign max to it. But what we will do to the second max and the third max? Can we do something over there? So that is the intuition. So we have taken 3 variables here, max, second max and third max, and we have assigned it to the minimum integer value. In C++ we assign it as int min. So this would be the minimum integer value, like minus 37,000 something, which is the limit for the integer data type. And now we are traversing to this array. So whatever intuition I said, we are going to implement that intuition. So what are we doing? We are comparing the first element, since we are starting with 0, with the max variable. Obviously this element will be greater than the int min value. So we are replacing the third max value to second max. Why are we doing this? We could have done max is equal to ai. Then if we would have taken the second max to third max and the third max to second max, then what would have happened? The second max value would also have become the max, the ai value. So first we should go with the third max value and assign it to the second max, then second to max and the max to ai, so that we don't give the current assign max value to the second max and the second max assign value to the third max. Some people do this mistake in this question. So that's why we have given the third max value, which is int min, and second max value is int min. So int min will, third max will become int min, and second max will also become int min, because now we have not replaced the max value, and now max will become the first element of the array, that is 5. Now we will go to the next element. This condition is fulfilled. So next is 7. Is 7 greater than max? Right, max value is 5 right now. So the third max will become int min. Second max will become 5, which is the max value, and the max value will become 7. Right? Now third, 2. Is 2 greater than 7? No, right? So this would go to the else if condition. Is 2 greater than second max? What is the second max value? Second max value is 5. No, this will also not fulfill. Now we will go to the third condition. Is 2 greater than the third max? The third max value is minus infinity, right? So here we will replace the third max value to 2 now, right? Next, 3. Is 3 greater than 7? No. Greater than 5? No. Greater than 2? Right. So third max value will again be replaced to 3. And now next element is 9. Is 9 greater than the max value? Right. Max value is 7. So third max will become 9. The third max will become the second max value. So that is 5. And second max value will become the max value, that is 7, and max will become the largest element in the array, that is 9. So the array, once the traversal is over, we have the third max value as 5. So we will be returning the third largest element in the array, which is 5 in this case. I think the solution is clear. So what is the time complexity for this? We are traversing this array once, so order of n, and we are taking 3 variables, so order of 1. Now, is there an edge case on this question? So, getting the edge case, finding out the edge case by yourself is very important. Is there any case where this solution won't work? Yes, right. What if the size of the element is 2? If there are only one element or 2 elements, then do we have the third largest element? No, right? So you need to ask the question to the interviewer that what if the size of the array is less than 3? If he says that, okay, then return -1 or anything, then you need to implement this. So we have to write this condition that if n is less than 3, then return, say, -1. User is asking to return -1. So this is the solution. The link to this question is given in the description. Please try it yourself and then come back and see my code walkthrough and the solution. Here is the code walkthrough of this question. So this the n is the size of the element. This is the edge case as given in the question. If n is less than 3, then we will be returning -1. So we have returned -1 here. We have declared the max, second max and third max as int min. I'm solving this question in C++. The logic is same. You can write the same thing in other languages as well. So we are traversing the array and we are checking the element if it is greater than max. The logic what we have discussed, we are implementing it, and finally once we get the third max after traversing the array, we are returning the third max. Let's compile this. It's giving the correct result, and let's submit this. So it has worked with 100% accuracy. The time complexity as discussed is order of n, and the space complexity is order of 1. So let me know in the comment section how was the explanation, how was the code walkthrough, and let's see all of you in the next video. We'll be solving the second question of array. जय जिनेंद्र.